can only say he's an honest man, a man of the cloth. When he spoke about the high interest rate policy, that some of them who want to lead the country today, they benefited from it. And their own person, their own member of parliament at the time described it as the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. And I have no doubt that that is what they want to come back to do to the Jamaican economy. I have no doubt that that is what they want to do, to come and get wealthy on the backs of the poor. I will not allow that to happen again in this country.
The financial sector adjustment and the fallout occurred 3 decades ago in the 90s. But if you follow some administration-friendly journalists, they want to make it the story of today. That seems strange. Why is that? Well, I'm going to suggest why that is. Because they prefer to talk about that as a distraction, so you don't talk about the 28 accounts with the nearly 500 million going through those accounts over the course of a couple of years. They don't want you to talk about the millions of dollars in cash deposited to the Prime Minister's personal account from unknown depositors. And I am quoting from the Integrity Commission report.
I am determined to ensure that we don't fall into the rut as we fell in when the country was destroyed in the 70s, rebuilt in the 80s, and then for 18 and a half years we fell into a lull. Not going to make that happen. We cannot make that happen. Which administration has now put your future in the positive? Yes, so look at it. We've brought down the debt. We are taking less from your future, and we are building up reserves. And what if you consider what reserves are? Reserves are an investment in the future. Who will benefit from the reserves? So how you say Jamaica has changed? Jamaica has changed dramatically. The fundamental of the Jamaican economy has changed in favor of the young people. Yes. We have to bring the facts to the table, because people are only seeing what is in front of them. They don't have the full understanding and the full context. When they carried an economic policy called the high interest rate policy, which helped to drive up the debt, and I have no doubt that that is what they want to come back to do to the Jamaican economy. It is out of that period of time that we had FINSAC, which made our debt move to almost 130% of GDP. It was during that time that public sector bodies were so poorly managed that they created a fiscal risk for the government and created further debt for the government. It was during that time that murders passed 1,000 in this country.
Remind them, my Prime Minister, remind them.
You talk about bad roads and lack of... It was during that time when there was no budget, when the country wasn't growing, that there was disinvestment in the infrastructure of the country. As I said, some of you weren't born then. So when we talk, Pernell, we have to bring the facts to the table. Yes. Because people are only seeing what is in front of them. They don't have the full understanding and the full context. So people who are talking now, people who are seeking to lead the country now, they benefited. When I said that they benefited, they became millionaires and billionaires on the backs of the people. When they carried an economic policy called the high interest rate policy, which helped to drive up the debt. Where one of their own MPs described it in a way. You know it, my friend. So there are some youngsters here who have studied the history. And I can only say he's an honest man, a man of the cloth. When he spoke about the high interest rate policy, that some of them who want to lead the country today, they benefited from it. And their own person, their own member of parliament at the time described it as the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. And I have no doubt that that is what they want to come back to do to the Jamaican economy. I have no doubt that that is what they want to do, to come and get wealthy on the backs of the poor. I will not allow that to happen again in this country. And I hope that my voice is carrying. To the halls around here. So that those youngsters who don't know their history, who are brainwashed and misled, can understand that the real power is right here in this room with the young people who have had the knowledge and the understanding.
So there you have it, folks. The political power games rages on between PM Holness and Peter Bunting. PM Holness aims to remind Jamaicans of past hardships, cautioning against leaders with ties to FINSAC policies, who PM Holness also refers to as the FINSAC beneficiaries, who he claims got rich. These people turn millionaires and billionaires off the backs of Jamaicans. See, now PM Holness, this happen to politicians when you make and pass certain laws that only benefits and protect you guys. Cause you know, you want to call them name and you want to call them business where they did tied to, and you can't do it. You cannot do it. Because I said laws on the pass for protecting yourself. Look at that. Why would politicians feel the need if they never plan to be corrupted throughout their entire political careers? Pass laws that only protect them and their political co-workers and their rich and wealthy friends. I know everybody, and not just me alone, want to hear name them and want to hear the associated businesses that these people own. And all we can work with are just you at show shade and I point fingers over the PNP and I talk about leaders over the PNP. You don't want to regain power. That's not good enough. Them say hindsight is 2020. Had a lot of politicians known and had foresight and not so short-sighted, they don't realize a lot of these laws where them a pass will end up not benefit them in certain specific circumstances. Case in point, this back and forth between PM Holness and Peter Bunting. Peter Bunting know, say Holness can't call no name and he can't say no business. So, what you gonna do? You only can imply and infer, say, yeah man, and make people try read between the lines. We don't have time for that. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more explosive updates. Smash that like button and let us know in the comments. Yes, PM Holness, me love how you come back confident and assertive. Because you did kind of shake you at the end, because I know the Integrity Commission did have you under pressure. Yes, and the pressure still not gone, but me love how you stand up and defend yourself, because your back did kind of gone through the wall, but you see, put on back your boxing glove and enter back your ring, and you know, yeah man, the footwork at work, and yeah, bob and weave properly, and you know, yeah, counter punch properly. Yeah man, cause this is an excellent counter to the PNP, and this, to me, in my opinion, this apply a lot of pressure back on the PNP and shine back the light deflect the light back to the PNP. So this is a good deflection on your part. You see me, if you kinda come out with your own counter narrative to control the narrative and stay ahead of the narrative. Yeah, so good job. Definitely good job. The political arena never seems to stop amaze me. Yeah man, politicians. Yeah man, there's something else when them go at it at each other. You see me, the political tension, you can feel it. Because the PMP desperately want come in power. The PMP hungry for power. And PM Holness equally wants stay in a power. So it's all about a power struggle. And the people are caught in the middle, or them left the people hanging by the wayside. Because that's what politics is all about, you know. It's about getting into power, and then your only focus and tunnel vision is to figure out how you can stay into power. It's not about the people. If it was about the people, then you'd have say they actually do things that benefit the poor. The poor would then claim they care about anyway. So let's see what the PNP's Mark Golding and Peter Bunting have to say about what PM Holness actually said, or are they going to ignore it and, you know, keep it moving? So make we see. Things between both of them are very, very heated and interesting at the moment. You see, this is why we need honest political leaders. People will have the best interest for Jamaica and the Jamaican people at heart. And both major political parties failed miserably in that department. And this is why I am not a fan of your two favorite political parties in the form of your PNP and your JLP. Strange enough, I always see people putting in the comment, say, me a Labourite. And I say, why would I hide that I am a Labourite or a PNP? Wouldn't you, I don't mean to state the obvious, but wouldn't you know that would mean immediate subscribership, immediate fan base, immediate foundation for build my YouTube platform on? I wouldn't hide if me a PNP or if me a Labourite. I don't hide that. I have an instant support and fan base ready if you can subscribe and listen to what I say. Me being neutral now, me actually have a struggle to find people with like-minded mindset when neutral and just want a better Jamaica. And we just tired of the PNP and the JLP because two of them are the same thing. They are mirror copies of each other. They are twins. Identical. All they can do are point finger upon each other and say, you do the same thing. So you cannot have no resolution because both of them equally corrupt and equally guilty of doing things that are corrupt. So me always laugh and smile when me see people in the comment and say, you're a PNP, are you a Labourite? Are me one-sided? Are me not objective enough? Me see people all say, why you use more PNP picture than JLP picture? In one of my videos about the IC and PM Holness going to court. All of the PNP where you see in that video and the JLP are people who directly interacted with the Integrity Commission, which is Colonel Charles Jr. and the JLP. He was doing a back and forth with Greg Christie. So he interacted with the Integrity Commission. Philip Palwell addressed the gag clause when the Integrity Commission met in Parliament with the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee. You understand? Julian Robinson directed a question at Kevin Stevenson. And Michael Phillips, all of those PMP specific individuals directly interacted with the Integrity Commission. So that person who asked, so the person who commented, why me use more PNP than JLP picture, that was the reason. It is that simple. It's never that deep. So people ask some question based off of pure feelings and emotion with no rational or logical reason behind it. Then just feel say, as me say, some people just ask some questions me and say like, it's not that deep, yo. Yeah, I try reach and I try figure out who maybe I'm realize, well, you're new to the channel, you haven't watched previous videos where me clearly state I am not a fan of your favorite JLP or PNP. It's that simple. So what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. Don't miss our next video where we uncover more political drama in Jamaica. And what I am looking forward to is November 7th, 2024. with the first court hearing with PM Holness, I take the Integrity Commission to court. So now we have to watch the judges, and we want to see if the judges are going to side with the JLP and actually give PM Holness when really want. Because PM Holness never needed to take the Integrity Commission to court, because he has the judicial power to amend anything that's in the Integrity Commission Act. He have the power to do it in a parliament. It's just that it would look too bad, and then the PMP would not handle him or treat him very kindly if he brought that into parliament. So he is basically using the courts as a proxy to do the work for him, and then he can wash his hand clean and keep his hand clean of dirt and say, well, the law decided, the court decided, it wasn't me. You figure it out yet? It's that simple. It's not that deep. And it's strange enough, people are saying, oh, these articles are biased against the PNP, which is justified. So what about the articles that supports the PNP, saying that these articles and media outlets are biased against PM Holness and are misleading? So what about the media outlets that supports PM Holness and gives their bias report supporting the narratives of PM Holness and try put him in a good light? I think the PMP would have the same thing to say about those JLP supported media outlets just the same. So it's okay when a media outlet support and back your political favorites, but when another media house point out obvious things, it's a problem. Well, I understand it's human nature. We have to deal with that on a day-to-day basis. It is what it is. So I will keep reacting and reading these news articles, and even when I put said news articles at the beginning of each and every video, people still say me a mislead and me a spread propaganda. I am reading a news article. I am reading a news article that was published and made public. I am just reading and giving commentary. So make it make sense. So the people them will just watch one video for the first time will be the ones who will, quick to make assumptions and come to their own conclusion, and just one video watch. I have countless other videos where address the very thing where you just bring up now. Yes, so you need to go check out those other videos and you will clearly get a better understanding. If PNP do good, me I go big them up. If JLP do good, me I big them up. If them blunder and I do be a stupidness, me I go call them out. Yes, it's that simple. It's not that deep. You don't have to try to reach. And I say, oh, am I this or am I that? No, I am a Jamaican first and foremost. And big up to all of my subscribers and viewers, and big up everybody who comment. And I will keep trying to reply to as many comments as I can. And as things progress and as the movement grow, when the comments start reach higher and higher, it will be difficult to reply to each and every comment. Trust me. But we have more videos to come. For me, it's all about growth, and me try to get better with each and every video. Because if you go back to my first couple of videos, I start out really creeping and I try figure out this as I go along. If you check out several of my first couple of videos, you can see the growth between then and now. Because I started out basically, I learn as I go along. So even if it is the speech and the delivery and the tone and the cadence and the enunciation and the pronunciation, me get better at that with each video. And I'm proud of myself because I actually can confidently bring across the message and make the videos exciting and engaging, and that I am very proud of. So we never started out this assertive and confident with the first couple of videos. Trust me, this was all a learn as you go along process. And I will continue to read my news articles and continue to give my thoughts and political commentary on the political landscape in Jamaica. Yes, so my new listeners and people tuning into the channel for the first time, don't just watch one video and come to your own conclusion that I am in favor of any specific political parties. I am definitely not. This is not what my platform was made for or intended for. If Mark Golding should become PM, if Mark Golding should become Prime Minister morning and he start coming at the papers for all the wrong reasons, I will be here to give my commentary on it. And if him do good, I'm going to highlight it. Yes. But because people always in their feelings and emotions, then hear you say something and then feel like say, oh, what am I say? You know, compliment my favorite political party or my favorite political leader. So here what? Oh, you know, objective or am I this or am I that the party? You see the name of my channel? Does that look or even sound like it would be politically affiliated to any party? Do you know what it means to actually be patriotic? Do you know who are real patriotic leaders? I think we need to go Google and do some research on what real patriotism and leaders who have been real patriots in the context of historical facts and learn and understand. Marcus Garvey are who me look up to. First and foremost, Marcus Garvey. So my mindset is more aligned with black consciousness, black nationalism, Pan-Africanist. That's my mindset there. That's what I align with, which is very anti-establishment to both of your political parties. So how could I ever align myself to any political parties? I want a better Jamaica, and we only have the PNP and the JLP to work with. So me expect better from them. As a Jamaican, me expect them for the better. I know they can do much more for the Jamaican people than what them are do for right now. It's like them basically a feed with scraps. It to them a feed with scraps, then do the bare minimum. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one. One love, Jamaica.